Welcome back to Alton Park. Steve's on the grid with the LMB Streetfighters.
Number 33, Andy Denyer on pole position for the LMB Streetfighter class, and there's been quite a bit of banter going on between Andy and Keith Smith, the new Streetfighter A champion, who should be rolling up onto second position late as ever, fashionably. Here's Keith Smith, the new champion. Sean Goldsmith is on third, Tony Hughes on third. Have a quick word, Keith. Keith, I've heard that you don't care who beats you as long as you beat Andy.
That's all that matters. As long as I beat that southern cheating so-and-so.
Well, you heard it here first. Over to you, Robin.
Hey, Mr. Potato Head. Now then, Adam Portman, Mick Riddle completing that front row with Smithy and Andy Denyer, and it's Matt Bilton, Lewis Ostler, Chris Pickersgill and Brad Davey on the second row. Well, I have to say, Steve, not joking aside, joking included, these guys race as hard as you like, but they really do get on well off track, don't they, the whole bunch of them?
Well, the Wimbledon football team that won the FA Cup back in the late 80s were known as the Crazy Gang. They don't come much more crazier than this lot. They've got some competition. They are all pretty good friends off circuit, but their rivalry on circuit is so much fun. They're really going at each other, and this will be no different. Of course, a wet Alton Park is very difficult, and it's Sean Goldsmith that's got away the quickest, number 52. He's up ahead of Keith Smith, the new Streetfighter A champion of 2011, and Andy Denyer, a former champion of the same class.
Yeah, Sean Goldsmith, owner of the biggest smile in racing. Even if things go wrong for him, he still smiles. I think he's had it permanently sewn that way. But he leads on the MV Augusta, and Smithy there in second. Three classes.
Oh, Goldsmith's gone down.
Sean, oh, I tell you what, he'll still be smiling. He'll be going around there. Oh, look at this. Oh, he says, oh, my bike's gone over. Oh, never mind, I'll try and lift it up. Oh, I might even get back on it.
That's a big bike to be lifting up as well. They're not light.
There we see Smithy, though, Mr. Potato Head leading as they run down into his. He's now from Andy Denyer. Three classes, of course, out to play classes A, B, and C, separated really by available power. A, the most powerful, C, the least powerful. But in these conditions, Steve, Streetfighter C machines, you know, they're not going to be quite so disadvantaged, are they?
No, Streetfighter C machines are mostly made up of supermotos, but we do have a couple of wildcard Thundersport 500 machines, Honda CBRs, that are out there having a little play, and also the Kawasaki of Joe Barton, I believe, is out on circuit as well. But at the front, it is Keith Smith that closes the door, Andy Denyer, and there's the man with the best haircut in the paddock, Rob Garland. Number 55 makes his way through Lodge Corner and is in third place overall and leads Streetfighter B.
Yep, Rob Garland, honorary member of the Mohican tribe, and Mick Riddle leading the charge of the rest. And there we see number 32, Adam Portman. Adam is out on his Suzuki in Streetfighter B.
Yeah, he's promised us he won't be throwing his helmet or gloves on the floor this time. Quite uncharacteristic of him back at Brands Hatch. As we see Al Brown, number 39, dad of Russell, who races in Thundersport GB. Andy Denyer has retaken the lead at the front. There he is, number 33, the Meerkat, up ahead of Smithy.
Yes, these two friendly rivals, they will be swapping that lead, I guarantee, for the rest of this race. They'll take a corner apiece or so. Well, Class B this year settled in favour of the immaculate rider Barry Utting, supported by Penrith Motorcycles. He's had an excellent season. Also a big off back there at Mallory Park. But another good championship win for Barry this year, Steve.
Yes, he's defended his crown very well there, has Barry, and deserves it. Next year, we'll obviously wait and see what championship he decides to do. Mick Riddle, of course, number 44, can still finish second overall. That's what he's gunning for. I just saw in the background as we were exiting Shell Oils, the number 35 machine of Tony Hughes, not come up on any of the results, timing screens that we've got, but Tony Hughes out of this one, and he's trying to clinch the Streetfighter C crown, Robin. So that means Brad Davey could pick up some handy double points here.
Right, well, goodness me, yes, many a slip. You really do need the race to be over before you start counting your points. Leaders charging down. The triumph of Andy Denyer just ahead of that big Aprilia. 1,000 cc's under the right hand of Keith Smith there in second place, but on this damp and treacherous track, there's not a lot of places you can use your full grunt. Here he is in second with Denya charging down through Old Hall and then the long run down the avenue towards Cascades.
Yes, and there's Mick Riddle, number 44 rider that races under the banner of the Royal Air Force Motorsports Association.
Yep, Rob Garland in 4th place still. There, a little further back, is number 70, Matt Bilton. Matt and Lewis Osler, regulars in the Thundersport 500s, as is also number 106 there, one of the younger riders in Thundersport 500s, and the sole Kawasaki rides in that as well, and that is Joe Barton. There we see Smithy out the front, this time with Andy Denya, as usual, perched like John Silver's parrot at the moment on his shoulder as they run up to the line. And Mick Riddle through and down there from Lodge Corner. He goes up to complete his lap in 3rd place and leading Streetfighter B.
Yeah, I should just mention that's not Joe Barton, the footballer, and Joe comes along and he's got a good friendly relationship with the likes of Matt Bilton and Lewis Osler. In fact, the 3 of them are all young riders coming through. There is Matt Bilton, number 70, and well, Matt's been on the podium once before, but not won a race, and Lewis Osler, I can tell you for a fact, has never been on the podium because he's been desperate to get on there, and he thinks I've been giving him the commentator's curse, so we'll wait and see how that one goes. But this is the fight for the win overall on this last lap. Will it be Andy Denya, the 2009 champion, or 2011 champion Keith Smith?
Well, those 2 behind, Bilton and Osler, are 1st and 2nd in Streetfighter C at the moment, ahead of one of the regular race winners, Brad Davey. So we shall see as Denya out of his ease, and Smithy right up with him. Denya's popped in the fastest lap of the race. Oh, goodness me, would he love it if he could stay ahead of Smithy here. There's Mick Riddle on his way seemingly to a win in Streetfighter B, thoroughly well deserved. Of course, he has to go off and miss a few race rounds because of his duties in the RAF, so he's unlikely ever to win a championship because he simply can't be there for all the rounds. But the checker flag's being made ready. Andy Denya's going to ride this one out and take the win overall and the win in Streetfighter A from the 2011 champion Keith Smith. They will have had a thoroughly good time. Yes, and he says, where are you then? Well, it should have been closer. Yeah, they do get on those guys. There it is, Denya the win from Smith. Mick Riddle finished 3rd, Adam Portman 4th. Matt Bilton got up to finish 5th, ahead of Lewis Osler. Now then, there we see Andy Denya on the podium from Keith Smith and Steve Bradbury. And there in Streetfighter B, Mick Riddle the winner from Adam Portman and Chris Pickersgill. And in Streetfighter C, a very happy Matt Bilton from Lewis Osler and Brad Davey.
LMB Streetfighter C winner Matt Bilton. Matt, it looks like you've got a few fans here. Everyone's very happy. Great win there.
Yeah, excellent. I wasn't sure what bikes were in the class, so I was just riding as hard as I could and staying as far up the pointy end to try and take some points off of whoever is actually in the Streetfighter C's. But it was a great race with all the lads and really enjoyed it.
You got anyone to thank at all?
Yeah, I'd like to thank HB Motorcycles for building me a bike and lending me it to use this weekend.
Mick, good race out there, pretty slippery though.
Yeah, horrendous start, really bad start. I was way back at the beginning, but got through, and yeah, didn't expect that a win at all, to be honest, after qualifying 7th yesterday.
No, it's a very good result. You got people to thank as well, Mick?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the Thundersport team, all the medics and the marshals for making a wonderful event, and my wife Tori for all her help.
The race winner, Andy Denya, needless to say, that was Keith Smith. Very upset that he's not won. He went all out today. He bought new tyres as well, Andy, just couldn't catch it.
No, I think I've got the measure now. Well, it's only 4'3", isn't it?
And what are the conditions like out there?
Well, they're pretty slippery. I saw Sean crashed on the first lap, so I just took it really slow around the corners, and I let Keith do a bit of leading, see if he was quick, and I knew I could get him, and then just waited for it.
Anyone to thank us all?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Terry Everest, Nick and Alistair Wright, engineering, and everyone else that helps me along the way.